Well, when you're running a business, you need the assistance and professional advice of a wide range of advisors. A lawyer and an accountant are just two of the experts you'll need. But how do you find and select the right advisors? And when is it time to make a change in your team? Joining us this morning with his tips on selecting the right business advisors is entrepreneur and author of the book You Can Still Win, Andre Taylor. Andre, thanks for being here. It's always good to see you.
Great to see you, Stephanie.
So what kind of advisors does the typical entrepreneur need today?
Well, you know, things have really changed, Stephanie, where we work very differently than we ever have before. It is very likely that we will need freelancers and work virtually. And so there's a whole range. Not only will you have your accountant and have your attorney, but you may also have someone like a database specialist. You might have a marketing person. You might even have a business coach, someone who can help you perform like a CEO and think about the right things every day. Today, with the growth of social media, of course, you might have someone who needs to help you define that strategy and execute that strategy. So there's a wide range of specialists that we have to call on, and they can really help your business grow.
So the trick is really finding the right advisors, and what's the best way of going about that?
Well, I think the best way to find a great advisor, Stephanie, is to really look at other businesses that are out there and look at how those businesses are progressing. Very often, a great advisor will be attached to a business that's really succeeding well. The other thing you want to do is you want to find organizations that support progressive growth of businesses, and there you'll often find advisors who are active, involved. You might even find advisors who are writing articles and have a certain position or thought leadership in a particular area. These are all great ways to find a great advisor.
And many entrepreneurs believe they can't afford the best advisors. So what do you say to those small business owners?
Well, you've got to be careful here, Stephanie, because this is a lot like surgery. You don't want to do surgery yourself. I mean, there are certain areas where you really do need to have the benefit of someone who can take a look from the outside and do a great job for you. It's true. Very often it does seem like it would be quite expensive to hire maybe a PR person or a social media expert. But what you'll find very often is that as you get involved, it is not as expensive as you might think. My recommendation always is for you to hire someone on a project basis. Pick out a specific project that you want help with and get that person to help you out on an interim basis, see how they work. It'll probably be very affordable, and you'll get a sense of how much it might cost long term to have them on your team.
That's a good idea. How do you know, Andre, when you're getting good versus bad advice from these experts? Because, you know, sometimes they sell themselves as experts, but they're not always so.
Well, unfortunately, there's a lot of bad advice out there, and I think one of the things that you want to do is you want to have some knowledge of these areas yourself. You don't have to know these areas completely, but you should not stop your reading on marketing or social media or publicity. You should be up on these things. You want an advisor who is current. So if that person doesn't seem to know about current issues, that might be bad news. You also want to see an advisor who is helping an organization grow. Are they getting results for the person that they're working with? And also, are they willing and supportive to look at new, innovative ways of helping you? These are all good signs that you're with the right person.
When is it time, Andre, to replace an advisor?
Well, you know, in each one of these categories, it's important that the advisor stays up on what's happening. You know, things are moving very, very quickly these days in entrepreneurship, in business, in marketing, in social media. So you want someone who is on top of what's going on. So once you see a person who isn't on top of things, that might be a sign that you have to find someone who is more in touch. The other thing is, as your company grows, it becomes more complicated. There are more issues you need to be involved in, and you want to be sure that that person can grow with you. So you want to be absolutely sure that that person understands your challenges and they're anticipating them, that you don't have to keep asking them about it.
So if you are going, for example, planning to expand your business and you have a growth plan for your company, your advisor that you have right now might not be the exact fit for a larger company, for example.
Oh, in fact, in most cases it will not be. And what you need is a person that you need at one stage of your business might not be the right person at the next stage. For example, you may find that you typically have your taxes done by an accountant who just handles the taxes and does the forms. You might need someone who can give you more advice going forward, someone who can advise you financially, someone can say, take this investment over this investment, depreciate this asset over this asset, don't make this purchase. You might need someone who can be more of a strategic partner.
All right, so it's always good to reassess. All right, small business expert and author of You Can Still Win, Andre Taylor, thanks as always for your advice.
Thank you, Stephanie.